the likes of because if it's an act of the National Assembly, it must go through processes before you can't just wake up and they use the executive order. Yeah. No, we can't be restored. And the problem, that's why I say the constitution is the problem. The constitution of Nigeria, it gives a lot of power to the executive, which is very dangerous for a country that is where refined minds have not been coming out for leadership, because it can be misused. It can be recklessly abused, and this is one of the offshoots of what as that we are seeing now in our country.
So let me ask you, where do you stand on this matter of having the NNPCL and some other agencies remit the money directly to the Federation account, and before getting whatever percentage
that should go to them? You see, the issue is that there are processes. There are lines that people must not be allowed to cross, even entities. You understand? So if we have them spelled out in the Constitution, and it must be for the good of the people, then if you say you don't remove any money, send everything to us, they will know what to give to you. The one they are sending to you, what are you going to do with it?
You know that the NNPC for years has been riddled with conversation of non-accountability. For years, the NNPC has not been able to account for its spendings.
Why is he not accounting for its spendings? Have we asked why is he not accounting for its spendings? It's because of corruption. It's because of manipulation. It's because of vested interests of some groups inside as the NNPC. So why have they not been sanctioned if they are not remitting as they ought to remit? Why have they not been sanctioned? That's the question. So it is a question that demands a holistic approach. It's not just waking up to say, oh, by I will do this. No. Why have there not been sanctions? Why have they not been punished? Why have they not been called to order? And why have we left them loose till this moment? That's the question.
Don't you think that the PIA, for example, might be one of the reasons why the government has not been able to, call them to order as regards accountability for their revenue?
That's why I said, Bola, that our constitution needs rejigging. We really have to see that, because there are a lot of things that we have to look at. If every time, if you look at some societies that are growing, they look at their constitution and say, okay, we made a mistake. We didn't factor that this will happen. Let's do this. You don't have, like all this jamboree, constitutional amendment, constitution.
I was going to say that we've had so many conversations on constitutional amendment.
It's euphemism for corruption. They know that the thing is not working. So amendment, how many republics have we had that talk about constitutional amendment? Because money will be voted for constitutional amendment, and the money will go down the drain. Another group will come up again. Constitutional, it's a jamboree.
So where do we go from here?
We have to be sincere and come to the round table and bring out people's constitution. I know some people hearing me now will say there's no perfect constitution. It depends on those who are implementing it. Yes, it is true. But let us have something that is a little bit people-oriented.
Are you proposing an entirely new constitution?
Yes, that's what I'm proposing. Entirely new one, so that Nigerians will have a voice. We don't have a voice in this paper. Do we have a voice? And they lied. We, the people of... When did we gather to write constitution?
Maybe those who wrote it are Nigerians.
We didn't.
Do you think it's possible to have a constitution where many people will come?
Not many people will come. There is what they call representatives of the people from each region. We must come. We have something near it when we did the 2014 confab. We had something similar, whereby the people we know that we are represented in this. Just like amalgamation of Nigeria in 1914. How many people were represented? Only about 6 or 7, and the whole of Southeast, no representation, and you amalgamated all of us.
Now, you know that a set of people came together as well this last year to look at having a whole new constitution or amending the current constitution. Must we necessarily have a whole, and I'm aware that we're shifting away from where we started from, but must we necessarily have a whole new constitution? I mean, over the years, in 2010, in 2017, in 2022, we've had different alterations to the current constitution that we have. Can't we continue like that and hope that with time, by the time we have all this, we see something that is wrong, we alter it?
Bola, thank God you used the word alteration. Lack of sincerity will not allow us to have a constitution that is workable because of the plurality of our society. If you put into consideration the plurality of Nigerian society, you will know that you will have something that is near, that will even make some people feel that, oh, they are included in this. You understand? Okay, if you look at the position of religion in Nigeria, which is a very, very vital point, you will know that you cannot bring a constitution where it seems you are giving power to a particular religion above others. It's not done. You are calling for chaos. You are asking for problem. So Nigeria is a secular state, and let it remain a secular state without mentioning of any religion in our constitution, so that people who don't even believe in God will be included, even because I believe that you have the right to worship whatever you want to worship. A secular state. That's why a secular state must remain a secular state. That's why the president's visit to Turkey, I was against it, because Turkey started as a secular state before it veered into something else and destroyed the secularity of Turkey. Is that what we want to bring into Nigeria? Now we are talking of INEC election and everything, and we are bringing religion. Oh, because of a certain religion, oh, the election will not be. If we ask people to come and take money on that particular day, will they say because of religion I will not come?
All right.
That's what we are going to. You know, secularity, a secular state is a secular state. Irrespective of anything we want to do as a secular state, fix it, because it's a secular state, not a religious state.
All right, thank you so much for that. Moving on, President Bola Tinubu on Monday pledged that the establishment of state police to combat insecurity will not be postponed. He also declared that Nigeria has emerged from economic uncertainty. So these are two different things. State police in Nigeria, governors have shouted it. Nigerians have shouted it. We say we want state police. The likes of the southwestern states, sort of crudely fashioned theirs, which obviously because they're not licensed to bear arms, the Amotekun Corps, but it's something like that. In the southeast as well, I believe is it Ebube? I can't remember. There's one Ebube something.
They didn't have a...
No, there's actually a state that...
Anambra has Agune Chamber.
Agune Chamber, thank you.
You have Agune Chamber.
Yes.
Ebonyi State has I've forgotten the name.
So I'm saying that across Nigeria, different states in their own ways have, have brought up, these forces, and it shows us that there's really the need for state police. Now, the president has, over time, since he came into office, paid lip service to state policing. Is this different?
Let me tell you something, Bola. If the president is sincere about creating state police, he would have done so. He's not sincere. And let me even shock you. What he said recently, which he has, I believe that from what he has just said, if he does not come up with, if he does not assent to state policing, then some Nigerians will begin to read meanings into so many things. The president said, security is the foundation of prosperity. I'm quoting him. Without it, farms cannot flourish, businesses cannot grow, and families cannot sleep. These are the words of the president. He said security is the foundation of prosperity. If you know that security is the foundation of prosperity, why are we gallivanting all over the world, say we are looking for investors? Will investors come to invest in a place where there's no security? Will be when security is the foundation of prosperity, it double speak. So if you know that security is the foundation of prosperity, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to to hit the ground running in terms of assenting to state policing in Nigeria. Nigeria is big, and it is unfortunate that with the way Nigeria is structured. Look at what happened some years ago in Ile-Ife. There was a problem in Ile-Ife. Abuja had to come to carry people from Abuja, from Ile-Ife to Abuja. Where is it done? We Nigeria, if we are sincere about, if we are truly operating a federal system of government, local government should have its own police. State should even have, because security, they used to say, is local. Every problem starts from the locality. If we have a local government police, but they will work in synergy with the state police, and the state police will work in synergy with the federal police. That's the way it is done in every country where there is true federalism. But what we are practicing here is hybrid federalism, feeding bottle federalism, federalism that is just in paper, just like everything we do. It is not right. If the president is coming out now to say, oh, I will give state police, let us wait and see whether state policing, even some states, all this money that governors are collecting left, right, and center, what are they going to do with it? Security vote, what are they using with it? Governor Omo Eno came out as yesterday and said that village heads in Akwa Ibom, if anything happens to government property in your community, you'll be held responsible. What kind of nonsense is that? Do you share security vote with them? So village heads will not go and sleep because you put one wretched transformer in their community. Every night they wake up and be carrying torch. What are they going to use to look after government property you put in their domain? That is how we just wake up and be talking.
So you're saying that the president must follow up on his words.
It's a must. It's not.
Now let me ask you. We're going on a break shortly, but I'll ask this question. The federal police. We're running a federal police system in Nigeria right now. The federal police itself has been said to be severely underfunded. Policemen are not paid well. You go to police barracks, you can see how they look. Do you think that we're financially capable as a country to have? Let me tell you something, Bola.
Police people, I sympathize with them. I don't have any relation who is a policeman or policewoman. But Nigerian police people are underfunded. It didn't start today. It started with Babangida.
All right, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll talk more about how this started and how it can be remedied.
Yes.
You're still listening to Perspectives Unlimited on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio, your number one family radio in the whole of Oyo State. We'll take a short break. When we come back, you'll be able to join us by calling the station to be a part of the conversation. Don't go anywhere. Please stay with us.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have been waiting for the past 1 hour. I am so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data. Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service. One Data? Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
Are you hungry for something delicious? Food that feels like home but tastes like pure luxury? Then welcome to Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile. From our smoky jollof to rich ofada sauce to a variety of delicious soups like egusi, eforiro, and more, paired with your favorite proteins and hot, freshly made swallows, all made for you to enjoy. We also handle bulk orders in liters, fresh and ready whenever you need it. We deliver it to your doorstep. At Honeydew, it's not just the food, it's the feel. With our beautiful ambience, perfect for your romantic dates, family outings, or your quiet, relaxing evening escape. Join us every last Friday of the month at 7 p.m. for karaoke night with Jayola and enjoy music, games, food, drinks, and free mocktails and cocktails as you sing your hearts out. Visit us at Plot 42, Block 8, Alaafi Avenue, beside Wells Radio, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. For your doorstep delivery or inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0814-691-6635, 0814-691-6635. Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on these websites: www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng, www.fsrcc.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817 665 7060, 0707 338 4828, SEC 0209 462 1168. Announcer, FSRCC.
Boost your business with Wells Radio 89.3 FM. In a competitive world of business, strategic brand and product positioning is key to growth. Don't remain unseen in the shadows. Shine a spotlight on your brand with Wells Radio 89.3 FM today. Why Wells Radio? We are your state's #1 family radio station. We connect with the heart of families in your state. As the smallest unit of the society, families trust Wells Radio for quality content and information. Visit us today along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Our white and blue building just before Sharp Corner ensures your business won't go unnoticed. Advertise with us today. Call our marketing office on 0903 936 8185. Call Toby on 0803 509 3394. Ayo on 0706 840-7359. Take the leap today. Let Wells Radio 89.3 FM be the megaphone for your business success. You won't regret it.
Yo, what's up? Baby, let's go!
Hey there! Want to stay connected to your favorite radio station? Follow us on social media for the latest updates, entertaining wholesome content, and behind-the-scene peaks. We're on Instagram at Wells Radio 893, Facebook Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, X Wells Radio 893. Follow our WhatsApp channel Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Get a scoop on upcoming shows, giveaways, and events. Also get to interact with your favorite presenters and share your thoughts on our posts and stories. Join the conversation and stay tuned into Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Our studio time check says it's 6 minutes past 7 a.m. You're welcome. It's Perspectives Unlimited on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio. We're still taking a look at headlines and stories making the rounds across the different dailies in Nigeria. Now it's 7 minutes past 7. You can put your calls through to also contribute to the show. Let's have your comments. 0916 893 1000. 0915 333 4893 and 0911 3333 893. I'll read out the numbers again. 0916 893 1000, 0915 333 4893 and 0911 3333 893. These are the numbers to call to be a part of the conversation this morning. You can also drop your comments on our Facebook fan page, and of course we'll see it there and also read it out. Adeumi Kazim Adikas says, good morning, well done from New Garage. Good morning to you too, Adeumi Kazim Adikas. All right, before we took the break, we're talking about state policing in Nigeria. And the question that I asked is this. The federal, we're still operating, we still have only the federal police in Nigeria, and it's severely underfunded. How can we hope to fund state police when the existing model we have is not well funded? But let's take this call before we talk about that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, madam.
Good
Your name
morning,
and where
ma'am.
you're calling from?
Ruth calling from Malakia.
Good morning, Ruth. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. You know, it's time for Mr. President to allow state police to operate, because he has been telling us he's going to approve it for so many times, yet no action has been taken. So, but this time around, we want necessary step from him, because the current level of insecurity, the best solution is to address it at the local level. So I just pray God will continue to guide our leaders right. Good morning.
Amen. Thank you so much, Ruth, for that much needed prayer. All right, so we're talking about the fact that the federal police that we have is severely underfunded. And so how do we, what's the hope of being able to fund the state police?
I want to tell you something, Bola. When you say the federal police is underfunded, it didn't start with this administration. It started way back into time, during the time of Babangida. You know, that time we are having incessant high brigadier, so and so person, this and that, they will come out and they take over the government. So the police people at that time were very, very strong, well trained. And the state decided that, look, if we don't underfund this entity, they are going to pose a lot of challenge to incessant military intervention into governance. That was where it started till today. Just like we talk of constituency allowance, it didn't start with this administration. It started way back during Obasanjo time.
So now, what should this administration do differently?
What this administration should do differently is that they should fund the police adequately, federal police. I sympathize with the police people, policemen and women. When I was growing up, Bola, there was order. There was massive funding for police. That as a child, I was even thinking policemen were from the same parent. Because you look at them, they look alike. You look at their boot, the same. Go and look at the boot Nigerian police people are wearing. They are not the same because they buy it with their money. They buy their belt with their money. They buy their cloth with their money. The only thing the state gives them is that rank, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they even buy cap. That's why when they sack them, they go away with those things. That's why you hear impersonation, police people impersonating, because this man has been sacked. You didn't take because you can't collect what he bought with his money. He'll be using it to take care of his family. If Nigeria is serious about policing, look, federal police must be well funded. Police must be well paid. Go and see where police people are living. How can somebody living in that kind of environment think normally? When you talk of accidental discharges, these are psychological problems that policemen and women carry to the street because they are not well funded. They are not well looked after. Check some of them you see on the street. You look at them, you begin to wonder. Somebody even said something. I don't want to make that comment on air, but there was something somebody said that about people going to join police. You sympathize with the police. I sympathize with them. And look, states can fund police.
When you say states can fund police,
yes,
the question I have here is we still have states owing
forget about
salaries.
They are not owing. They don't want to pay. Now they are investing that money in renovating a cemetery. Have you not heard of a governor spending 600 and something million to renovate cemetery? Have you not about another governor trying to spend money to build the cemetery in his own state? Have you not been hearing? If this money are channeled to a proper use, we should have state policing or state police. You understand? They will be well paid. Every state. Look, that's why I said this thing we're running away from will catch up with us. If we want to practice federalism, this country must be well structured to reflect our federal character. It's not structured. It's not reflecting anything. Government has no reason to come up with a minimum wage, because in a true federalism, states will pay according to what they have. But because we are all lumped together in unitary system of government, we come up with 70,000 minimum wage when some states cannot even pay that kind of money.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning, sir.
I salute you.
Good morning, sir.
You've been thinking my thoughts before now. Let me just cover my end.
Please, sir, can we have your name, sir?
Madam, I'm a friend to the station. Olu is the name.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. Chukwemeka, I almost missed my point. The constitutional stuff that you started with or something like that, is it just today the whole thing started? Huh? You know, the other time when I called into your program, I was about this transmission of election result there, this, or is it the hybrid also? What we want, what the bottom line is, let's have the credible people sitting in government offices at the place of the peak. Is that not what we want? Whether electronic, whether manual or something like that. The option A4 also that was used to in direction of Oduekun-Ayoola. Did he ever extend it into that office? Did he start one day in that office? They were not giving him an award as the president that never ruled this country. The right people doesn't get there. Our problem is not all the arguments we've been making. It's that we are a corrupt nation. We're a gathering of corrupt people. That is it. You are saying.
Oh. Please call.
Hello. Okay. They're underfunding the police, this and that, all those nonsense. Where's the money going? Constitutional, security votes, billions of naira, and I spending. Is it not trillions already? Can you not go down for the policies? I want to make another point too. I'm running out of time. Emeka, I expect the usual from you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Olu. Well, I would have also loved to hear a solution because it's not just enough. Like I've been asking you since, it's not just enough to talk about the problem.
The solution is this: create state police. Let states take care of their police people. You understand? They have the money to fund them. Now, I'm coming, Paula. We ran away from the federal government has said states can invest in power. A lot of states are running away. They said it's capital intensive. Yes. Somebody suggested that they can do it regional, which is better. But state policing must be.
Please let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning, madam.
Good morning to you,
sir. Good morning, my friend. You're sincerely tired. It's been quite a long time that I call your station now.
It's been a while. How are you doing, sir?
Yes, madam. How is everything, man?
Fine,
God bless West Radio.
Amen.
You see, the issue of police, my friend, they talk about the welfare of police and things like that. Please go to Yemen to police station. You will be appalled. You begin to wonder. People in these barracks, are they human beings? Go to Songo police station. I mean, they are barracks. They want a salary, you know. Somehow I started as a civilian worker when auditor, and I know what I saw when I was there. Are you getting me, madam? Their salary is nothing to write them about. I don't know of present you, but if you want a real police that will secure this country, no policeman should have anything less than 1 million naira to 1.5 million. Let us be sincere with ourselves. What about our military men? How much are they paid? We are talking of insecurity. These people will go to the battlefront to face these people with sophisticated weapons. Look at the kids. Look at the Nigerian army, the Nigerian soldiers. They are kitted. I watched it on my most of the time. I just know what is really happening. I just don't. This country is totally upside. I think there is a cost on this country. And look at our senators. Look at ordinary honorable council law. Look, madam. Go to this. What do we call it? Go and see massive construction that is going on there. I'm not saying that those they are politicians, but at this point in time, when hardly the Nigerians can hardly afford a meal. I'm telling you this.
So what you're saying, Mr. Tayo, is that we need to fund the police.
They need to be well funded and they should be well remunerated. I work with them. I know as 2006. You can't imagine that a Nigerian policeman will be given this type of salary and for him to survive with his family. And let me add this to it, madam. You see all this they are collecting. This money goes to the DPO. They are using that money to maintain their vehicles. I'm telling you, it's not that they are pocketing it or they are.
That's a very strong allegation, sir.
Madam, it's true. Let them. I have them as friends now. It's not bad. Nigeria has money to cater for this, to maintain them. Let us say the truth, madam. It's not an allegation. It's what I know. They are not spending this money now. They're not training. They are suffering. The policemen and women are suffering. Madam, good morning.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tai. We appreciate your honest opinion.
Bola, you see, it's like all the money we are making in this country is to feed the political class. That's all. The people that should care for Nigerians are neglected. Police people, number one. The army, number two. Honestly speaking, when I see police people on the road, I sympathize with them. Because if you go to where these guys are living, Bola, like I was saying before this call came in, you will be wonder how can a human being live here and think very well? It's not possible.
All right, so the bottom line is that state policing must happen, and the police across all levels.
State police must happen.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
I'm calling back again. The bottom line I'm trying to make, I think Emeka is edging towards it now, that there should be accountability. We are not to feed the people we have voted in, that we've given the mandate. I take our money. They are going to feed their families. Obasanjo came in. Let me take you down memory lane. The issue of this republic we are in. The first statement he made is that he was going to fight corruption when he gets into office. That is what is.
We lost that call. Sorry. 2 callers back, but I'd like us to move on to something else, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Our time is fast spent, but it's good that we're, of course, contributing to national dialogue right here on Wales Radio 89.3 FM. Now, the headline on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper says U.S. panel report on Christian genocide in Nigeria submitted to Trump. This conversation has been on since last year. All right. Now, I want us to take a look at the findings of the panel. And it's here on the full text. If you want to read the full text, please go to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. It's right there. You'll be able to get the full text of the findings. I'll give you an idea of the page where you get it. You get it on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. So please take a look. All right, now I'll read it. It says, after decades of persecution, Nigeria is the deadliest place in the world to be a Christian. Christians are subject to ongoing violent attacks from well-armed Fulani militias and terrorist groups, resulting in the death and murder of tens of thousands of Christians, including pastors and priests, the destruction of thousands of churches and schools, as well as kidnapping. Blasphemy laws in Nigeria's northern states are used to silence speech and dissent, target Christians and minorities, and justify so-called convictions without due process. And their recommendation, they say, strike a bilateral agreement between the United States and the government of Nigeria to protect vulnerable Christian communities from violent persecution, eliminate jihadist terror activity in the region, further economic cooperation, and counter adversaries in the region, including the Chinese Communist Party and Russian Federation. There's so many things that they say the agreement should include, like co-fund donor-supported humanitarian assistance, support and respond to early warning mechanisms to prevent attacks and kidnappings, including by deploying sufficient and capable security forces to the Middle Belt to enable rapid and effective response, remove Fulani militia from confiscated productive farmland, and enable the voluntary return of displaced communities to their homes, continue and expand security cooperation with the United States, including by divestment of Russian military equipment for American military equipment through sales and financing, technical support to the government of Nigeria to reduce and then eliminate violence from armed Fulani militia. So there's a whole list, based on the things I have read. I'd like your opinion on this.
You see, what we are looking at Nigeria now is a very dicey situation, because we came up with Christian genocide, but we have had a lot of killings. It's not just about Christians.
The Nigerian government has persistently over time said not only Christians are being killed.
Why they will come up with that is because, like somebody said, that if killings happen in Benue, Plateau, it becomes Christian genocide. But if it happens in Kwara, another state, it's not. It is killing is killing. You understand?
Regardless of the terms you describe it by.
Yes, killing is killing. Bola, I have repeatedly said it on this channel that while growing up, even during the Civil War, I was a witness. We didn't see this kind of massive killing. And the secretary to the federal government came up over the week to say that foreign terrorists are responsible for killings of Nigerians on industrial scale, and what has the state done? Are you listening to what I'm saying? So it is not just about a Muslim life and a Christian life, they're the same. What I want to see is stopping killing in Nigeria, whether Muslim or Christian, whether animist, whether even somebody who doesn't even believe in God, who has given you the power to kill people. That is why sanctions are now coming on some groups they have mentioned. The Fulani militia group. I always get angry when they say farmer-herder clash. It's not a farmer-herder clash. It's herders' invasion of farms. Let's truth be told. What are the farmers using to fight this thing as the herders? Nothing. So it's not farmers-herders clash. It's when people don't want to say the truth. They say farmer-herder is not. Is a fallacy. It's a herders' invasion of farms, not farmers-herders clash. I'm coming, Bola. Another thing again is this: sanctions must be applied on individuals that are orchestrating this bloodletting in Nigeria. Government, they know them. UAE gave us some names. Have they been published? Why is government so quiet over publication of such names? You understand? So if America is coming to help us, so be it.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, the beautiful radio woman.
Good morning to you, sir.
This is Benga Mario calling from Afata.
You're welcome, Mr. Mario.
Let me give a bit of correction, sir. It is not only others, farmers, others clash alone that are causing this havoc. It is not those. Some of those Fulani guys, some of them they are innocent of this crime. I'm not saying all of they are not the one perpetrating, but not all of them. See, if you look at the faces of those mercenaries that are causing havoc in the country, they are not Nigerians. Some of them they are from Niger, they are from other African countries, because we have a porous border. See, there are so many people. There are so many in the time past, in the 70s, early 80s, that we always hear the news in the radio and television, where you will hear that in a particular country, in Burundi, in Syria, in some of those those countries, that you hear that there are some people. And now in the 24th, 25th, 20th century, it is happening within us. So I think we should not be labeling who is doing this thing. The point is that let's have a solution. And the solution is that the creation of the local security or police or whatever, what did they call it? Now, let those police that will be recruited, I'm talking about state police now, let them act accordingly. Let them be responsive to every nook and cranny, to our forest, to those areas where we have a process of borders. Let them be equipped. Let them go technologically. Let them use drones. Let them use sophisticated weapons. That will even be much more higher than AK-47 that we are talking about. That is the only thing that can square all these issues that we have. May God spare our lives and our listeners so that we will not be an easy target of this people in Jesus' name. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let me respond to Benga.
Yeah, before you respond, I also have a question to add.
Okay.
Part of the things I read, because when we had this Christian genocide or no Christian genocide, many Nigerians have said that America was coming to spend our money and take our fuel. Hello, good morning.
Please, Adirunke from
Adirunke, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Insecurity.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. On insecurity, the federal government should, among the federal government, that they should grant the approval the use of state police. At least if we have state police, it will call the security that we are facing in the country. Just take a look at the attack here and there, which is not how to be. So they should approve state police. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Now, the question I was going to ask is that with the things I've read, and the fact that many Nigerians have said that the U.S. was coming to take our minerals and the likes, you can see now that part of this thing was that, number one, we should they would get rid of Chinese and Russian weapons, and then, Nigeria will patronize the United States of America to, buy weapons.
Before I answer that question, I want to say something here.
Let's go ahead.
When we talk of herders, do Yorubas herd cattle? No. Do we just herd cattle? No, they don't. Okay.
Let's take this call.
Go ahead.
Just a few minutes. Hello, good morning.
Yes, ma'am. Quick one.
Okay, sir.
You're tired again, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
You see, I want to talk just on two main issues this time around.
You may talk on only one issue, sir. We don't have time.
Okay. Now, quick one. That's why I said quick one, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
You see, what is happening about these Islamic fundamentalists and things like that? If it were in the Christian world now, our camp, Christian Association of Nigeria, they will call them to order. What are these Muslim leaders? I said it about 3 weeks ago on this same platform. What were their reactions? I did not. You see, it appears they are culpable. Look at the Muslim sermons. You cannot hear them saying condemn these people. It's not a matter of Christian or Muslim. They are killing everybody. Look, I have a friend. As I talk to you now, I don't know whether he's listening to me. His wife is in captivity now. I'm telling you this.
So, okay, Yorubas don't herd cattle. Ijos don't herd cattle. When you talk of herders, who are those? I didn't profile anybody. I just mentioned people. That report you read say herders who are herding cattle. Have you seen Yorubas carrying cattle up and down? Have you seen Igbos carrying cattle up and down? Have you seen Ijos carrying cattle up? Is the work of a particular group of people, and nobody should bother about that work if you don't use it to oppress other people. Now, coming to the question you asked me, Trump has a mantra: America first. If it's coming to help you, there must be something you give in return. Nigeria is one of the countries where we play the role of big brother and we don't get anything in return. We wasted resources in Sierra Leone, in Liberia. What did we get in return? Nothing. No country will come to help you without you paying a price. There must be something you pay. There's no free lunch in Freetown. Nigeria is the only country where, look at, we went to St. Lucia. I don't know the promise that the president has made to them as in St. Lucia. We keep on wasting our resources, playing the role of big brother that we are not. And yet, we don't get anything in return. That is diplomacy. If you want me to come and help you to fight insurgency in your country, there must be something you give me back. That is it.
Thank you so much for that. We don't have so much time. I wish we did, but we'll have to wrap up the show now. Thank you so much for joining us on Perspectives Unlimited. We'll be back again tomorrow at exactly 6:30 a.m. Coming up is sports. The sports team is on hand, ready to bring you the latest stories in the world of sports. My name is Bolanle Oduekun-Ayoola. Thank you to everyone who called. Thank you so much to our analysts as well. That's it from here. Good morning. God bless you. God bless all of us, and God bless Nigeria. Please listen to this important information. The views expressed by the interviewee in this program are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wells Radio 89.3 FM or its affiliated entities. Wells Radio 89.3 FM is committed to providing a platform for diverse perspectives and opinions, and the views expressed by guests on our programs are their personal viewpoints. Wells Radio 89.3 FM does not endorse or take responsibility for the content or opinions expressed by individual interviewees and callers. Thank you.